Hello everyone, I'm Deborah Leong, and this is part of our beginner series, learning how to do, first we had forward folds, how to do back bending, and this one we're just going to work on the shoulders a bit. So it's very beginner friendly. If you'd like to practice, please feel free, but do listen to your body. If there's something that doesn't feel good to you, just skip it, just let it go, okay? No worries. I am going to be using a yoga strap. If you don't have one, you can use a towel. And I'll also be using a yoga blanket, but again, you can use a towel if you like. We're going to begin in a seated position. So we're going to take our hands onto the knees and the eyes gently closed. And just feel, notice how you feel. And bring your awareness to the breath. If you know ocean-sounding breath, feel free to take that practice. If not, just breathe smoothly. Try not to hold the breath. And then opening the eyes. And then we're going to take our hands and just make some circles with our wrists, going one way. And then going the other way. And then we're going to take our fingertips and bring them onto the shoulders as you make some shoulder circles. So bringing the elbows forward, up, back, and down. Breathe as you move. And then going the other way. And then roll the elbows and the shoulders up, back, and down, and release. Let your right ear come towards your right shoulder. If you like, you could take your right hand to the front of your left shoulder and chest area, upper chest, and just rotate that shoulder open. And then inhale as we come back to center. Exhale, taking the left ear towards the left shoulder, and take the left hand to the front of the right shoulder as you roll that open, creating some space there for the front of the chest and shoulder. Nice stretch for the neck. And then inhaling as we come back to center. Then we take our yoga strap or a towel. If it's a strap, go ahead and take the strap in half. So it's about this length, okay? And just going to make the hands bring the hands to the end of the strap and make it taut. Bringing the arms down, spine nice and tall. And then as you inhale, reaching the arms forward and up. And then exhale, bend the elbows as you bring the strap either behind your head or in front, whatever's more comfortable for you. Inhale, bringing the arms back up. And then exhale, bring the arms forward and down, broad in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, bringing the arms forward and up. Exhale, bend the elbows either forward or behind the head. Inhale up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhaling up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhaling up. Exhale, forward and down. One more time. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale up. Exhale, forward and down. And then releasing the strap. Taking the hands behind you with your fingers pointing away. Roll the shoulders open and just lift the heart and squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. And then exhale as you release. Inhale, sweep the arms out to shoulder height. And then exhale, bring your arms in front of you, right arm on top of left, and either hug yourself, or if you like to do Gurudasana arms, you can bend the elbows. But if that feels like too much, you can also do this with one leg, one arm straight and the other one bent. Okay, so you choose either hug, one arm extended, or Gurudasana. It is eagle. And then exhale as you release. Inhale, take the arms out to shoulder high. Exhale, bringing the left arm over the right and either hug yourself or one arm straight, the other arm bends and support sit and hugs it across the body. Or you could take eagle arms, bending both elbows. And then exhale as we release. Okay, so now we're going to come onto hands and knees. And if you like, you could take a blanket or a towel underneath your knees for extra padding. So hands and knees position, tabletop, hands under the shoulders, knees hip width. Arching and rounding the spine as we move with breath. Inhale, lifting the sit bones, arching the spine. And then exhale as we round. Inhale as we arch. Exhale as we round. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Then inhale, coming to a neutral spine. Walking your hands forward just a little bit. Take the feet together, and then we're going to make some hip circles, bringing the hips around and back, reaching through the arms when you come back. And then inhale, up and around the other side. Exhale, round and back. Inhale, around and forward. Nice big circles. And breathe. The next time you come forward, you change directions, going the other way. One more time around. And then coming back to tabletop, so the knees and the feet are hips width apart. We're going to extend the arms forward for happy puppy pose. So the arms reach forward, the hips, the pelvis reaches up and back. Press the hands down into the floor. See if you can lift the lower belly a little bit. And then exhale and walk your fingers in towards you as you bring your hips back towards the heels for child's pose. Feet together, the knees hips width or even slightly wider than hips width. I'm going to do a little side stretch. So taking the right hand over to the right, stack the left hand on top of the right as you draw the left hip back and down. Changing sides, taking the left hand over to the left, stack the right hand on top, and draw the right hip back and down. Then inhale, bringing the hands forward. And then come forward onto hands and knees. The knees together. And we're going to come onto our elbows. And you might want to walk the elbows forward a little bit, join your hands, and then lifting the palms as you bring your hips up and back. So getting a little stretch in the back of the upper arm. So pressing the elbows down and hug the center line. Imagine there's a line going down the center of your mat, from the front of your mat all the way back down the center of your body. And you want to hug the legs and the arms in towards that center line. And then exhale as we release, shifting our weight forward. Releasing the hands and coming back to hands and knees. I'm going to do something called thread the needle. Inhale, extending the right arm out to the side. And then exhale, bringing the right arm back down and scoop it, palm facing up. Scoop it behind your left hand and straight across as you come onto the outer edge of your right shoulder and the right side of your head. Left hand, I'm going to change position so you can see from another angle. Keep that left hand right under your left elbow and press into it to give you a little bit more support. And see if that also helps you kind of rotate that right shoulder underneath you. Then inhale as you come back up, sweep the right arm out to the side and up. Exhale and lower. You may have noticed that the second time you rotated out to the side, it felt a little different, might be a little bit more open. Inhale, extend the left arm out to the side and up. And then exhale, lower the left arm, palm facing up, right behind the right hand as you scoop it through and come onto the outer edge of the left shoulder blade, left shoulder, and the side of the head. And press down into your right hand to give you a little bit of support. Again, if anything doesn't feel good to you, skip it. This can sometimes be a little bit of an awkward pose at first. And then on an inhale, press into that right hand to help you come back up. Sweep the left arm out to the side and up again. And then exhale, lower. Taking the feet and knees together, sitting on the heels. And then taking the strap between your hands with your thumbs pointing towards one another. Now, if you're trying to clasp the hands, sometimes that forces our shoulders to kind of round forward if we're tight. So instead, allow there to be a little bit of space between the hands holding the strap or towel so you can roll the shoulders open and extend the arms. Okay, so we're going to sit on the heels and extend through the arms. And exhale as you release. Okay, and then we're going to make our way onto the floor, lying down on the back. And then on an inhale, take your feet together, extend the arms up and back and make yourself as long as you can. And then exhale, lower the arms back down. Bring your knees in towards the chest. Give them a hug. And then squeeze your legs together. Engage your abdominals as you lift your upper body, bringing the forehead towards the knees in that direction. If you'd rather this with your knees a bit wide, that's okay. And then exhale as we release. Take the feet to the floor, knees bent and a little bit wider than hips width. The arms out to a T position. And then we're just going to windshield wiper our knees side to side. Next time they come to the right, stay there for a couple breaths. And then take the knees over towards the left. And stay here for a few breaths. And then inhale, bring the knees back to center, and then coming into our relaxation pose. So legs are out straight, feet a little bit more than hips width apart. The arms come down by the sides, palms facing up, and the eyes gently closed. Take a deep breath in, and let it go with a sigh. One more, inhale deep. Exhale with a sigh. And take rest. Feel free to stay here as long as you like. Otherwise, we're just going to take our feet together, bring the knees in towards the chest, giving them a gentle hug, swaying side to side. And then coming onto your right side and resting here for a moment. Take your time coming up to a seated position with the hands in front of the heart. May you live like the lotus, at home in the muddy waters. Thank you so much. Namaste. So if you enjoyed this practice, feel free to join us for some live Zoom classes. You can check the link below to find our current schedule and class descriptions. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Namaste.